You guys wondering what I'm doing up this tree? I'm so excited about today's lesson. It is drop it and leave it. So let's start this session. Ah, don't you just hate that? She just took my favorite shoes. Why can't she just leave my stuff alone? Do you ever have that problem? Ah.
Phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so lonely. I know there's things that I can't undo. I'm falling apart so slowly. We come alive when we're faded. The summer nights that we're chasing. Want this feeling to last forever, forever. I know it's hard for you to stay, but I can make it another day without you.
Hi you guys. So it's really important for the dogs to know how to leave it and drop it. So we are going to go through the steps one by one, like our baby steps, what we do every day. So let's start this episode. So first you're going to do is you're going to put a pile of treats in the middle, and you're going to cover it. Then you're going to lift, and you're going to cover it. And this is them choosing what to do. I'm going to take a treat out of this pile, and I'm going to give it to him. Good. Then you go like this. Every time he goes towards it, we are going to cover it. Again. As you notice, I'm not putting a cue on this game. You don't need words yet. You're not there yet. All you're doing is giving your dog a choice to take the treat or wait for you to give it to him. Oh, he chose try to get it. There you go. Again. Now we're going to advance it. I'm going to move the treat away from the pile. My hand is still clear. I'm giving him a choice. He didn't take it? Yes. Good. Now I'm going to take the treat and whoa, we're going to go back to covering it. Did you see that? I didn't give him permission yet. I'm going to go like this, and now we're going to move it over here. Back to the pile. Now we're going to try again. This is so he knows that the treat will go away from him. Yes. We're just going to add a little bit more treats. Now we're going to get more advanced. This whole thing here has a lot of hot dogs. Hot dogs are really good. So now the temptation is going to be bigger. Hand over it. Once he backs up, I'm going to take a treat out of here and give it to him. We're still not using words. Now we're going to take a treat out of the container and we're going to put it here. Oops, has to go back. Do you see him reaching for it? So now we're going to go back to there. Yes, now you can have that treat. Still, he's choosing his choice not to go for the hot dogs. As you notice, he started stretching, and I moved the hot dogs away. So now we're going to tempt him a little bit more. So you're going to put your timer, and you're going to figure out how many treats you're going to do this on. So you could either do a two-minute session, timer goes off, you quit this session, or you can gauge it by how many treats are in your hand. Some people with puppies, 10. So once the 10 is gone, the game is over, and you're going to play with them, and then you're going to put them away. Then you're going to wait another 15 minutes. So I think we have a few more treats to go, and then we are done with this game. And then, so now we're gonna play the Leave It game. If you notice on the ground, we have hats, we have toys, we got weird objects over here. There is food in this cup, medication. Oh, we so don't want them to be touching that one. And there is our food on our ground. So let's go through the steps. He's never played this game before. We're gonna stay positive, we're gonna stay calm. Remember, there's no yelling or screaming at your dog. There's no point. So here we are. We're just gonna go into a circle. So we're just gonna walk into the circle. You ready? Let's go. Leave it. Good boy. Every time he looked at the item, but he looked back at me. Da da da. You notice he really doesn't care. And we're gonna go. Good boy. He's still looking at me. We're walking through the items, and he doesn't care. Oh, what a blessing. Leave it. Good boy. Did you notice he went to it and I called him and I didn't even have to pull his leash. Leave it. Good job. Oh, he's okay to smell it because this is all brand new. He can smell it, but as long as I say leave it and he looks at me, I'm okay with this because this is the first steps of the Leave It game. So we're gonna walk. And he's just making it look so easy. Leave it. Good boy. Loose leash. That was awesome. So let's go on to my next dogs. So this should be a different kind of a situation. He's lower to the ground. He's already sniffing the ground. He's already trying to figure out what things are. So this will make it more fun. You ready to play the game? I'll leave it. So we're gonna walk. Baby steps through. Leave it. Yes. Notice he looked at me. And it was a good look. So we're just gonna keep on walking to the items. Like I said. Nope, leave it. Good job. You notice he came when I went, nope, leave it. Remember, you have to be calm about it. We're walking, nope, leave it. Good job. Loose leash. Do this whole time. There you go. Keep on going. And nobody's even paying attention to the dog food that's right there. Can you believe that? That's good food. Come here. Come on, let's go. Yep. Good job. What a wonderful job you have. Yes, you do. Here we go. And then I'm going to go and pick up this game. You did really good. I picked it up and I engaged the play. He did not pick up the toy. So let's go on to our other dog. Okay, now we have loose dog because we are going hiking. We don't want our dogs to pick up anything that is weird looking. So there could be food on the ground. Oh. There could be medication, needles, I don't know. So let's go and work with our unleashed dog through this course of her tantalizing obstacle course. So we have food, we have the hat that you saw earlier, her playing with, her ball, she loves her ball, and we have food. Leave it? No. Leave it? Leave it? Yes. Nope. Leave it. Did you see that control? That's her favorite hot dog and it's on the ground. Leave it. Come here. Come. Good girl. That was the hardest thing for her to do. So we are giving her a jackpot for that one. So let's keep walking. So we're just going to go in a circle. Leave it. Good girl. Did you notice? I say leave it. She continues to work on it. So we're going to walk. That's her favorite toy right there. This is the hardest thing for this. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Look at her. She's just doing great. Now she's more experienced at this, and I've been working on her so much because this is like the hardest thing. Leave it. This was off the ground. I picked it up. I could give it to her. So that is our game of leave it. I just want my sock back. He won't let go. Give me my sock. Now how are we going to get him to drop the sock? The first stage we're going to do is we are going to give him a choice. Here's the sock. My favorite sock. Here, let's trade. So I'm just going to give him a little bit of treats in my hand. So he gave up the sock and he got treats. So we're going to do it again. You just grab your sock again. Give me my shoe, my sock. This happens all the time. I'm going to trade again. And you're going to keep on doing this. All you're doing is right now at this stage is you're going to be trading the item for a treat. You're giving him a choice between, hey, let me have this, and I'll give you this. This is the first stages of giving it up. So let's go on to the second stage. You ready? Here's another way of getting it. I got my sock again. First my shoe. The dogs want to play tug of war with my clothes. Drop it already. Drop it. Still, they're not dropping it, are they? They just want to keep on playing tug of war with you. We're going to do a trade. She's taking her toy, and I get my sock back. Wasn't that an easier way of doing it? This is the second stage of this game. Tala, drop it! Thank God she dropped it. So I started giving her the cue. Thank God she dropped it because my husband would have killed me. This is his favorite hat. Oh my gosh, that would have been a bad thing. So she dropped it for the treats. So that's what we're going to start with. Remember we started with doing the trade. So the item for the cookies. Then we went from the item for toy play. And this is going to be for you and your dogs, your puppies, because you don't want to be tearing your favorite clothes apart. Oh, don't you just hate it when they're like going after your shirt? It puts holes in my clothes. So you want to make sure you start at the basics. You're going to be slow at this. It's baby steps all the time, okay? So you always have your treats. You always have your favorite toy. Good trade-offs, right? You want the trade to be very good. It's a fun experience. My mom is trading me for something exciting, something good to eat. So always remember, baby steps. Always baby steps. So you saw the leave it command where we started with the treats, step by step, and you remember that you're going to different rooms. So if he's able to conquer it in this room, you're going to move it to another room. And then you're going to amp it up. Get his favorite toy. You're going to put it on the ground. You're going to walk around it and tell him to leave it. Then you're going to go to another room. You're going to go outside, in the front, get your kids to do distractions, because I know you guys all have some kind of distraction going on. And then you could up the value. As you notice at the end, we had different courses, where we had a dog on a leash, Kavik, where he walked through all the obstacle courses and he didn't care, to our excited guy right here that was excited about the toys that were on the ground and he was able to leave it, to our non-leash dog, Tala, that was able to leave that special hot dog on the floor leave that toy that she really, really loves. She was able to walk away from that. That takes a lot of practice. Remember, if you have to go back to kindergarten, then you have to do it. It's baby steps. And remember to have fun with your dog. Because you know what? They are not going to want to work with you if you're always so serious. You want to play? You got to play? And remember, it's all about bonding with your dog. Oh yes. Go get it!